Hey folks, Chef Jean-Paul Bourgeois here in the Louisiana Cookin Test Kitchen, your authority for all things great out of Bayou State. In this video, I'm going to show you one of my favorite Cajun side dishes, roux peas. Let's get to work. First things first, let's kick off this video by sharing what we got on the cutting board in terms of ingredients. We have these Le Sueur Petit Pois, or young, very sweet peas. These are my favorite canned peas to use for this dish. We also have bacon, onion, garlic, a little stock, some salt and pepper, and some flour for your roux. This is a very simple Cajun side dish that can be put together in less than an hour, but like many Cajun dishes, first you gotta make a roux, so here we go. To make that roux, I'm gonna use bacon fat as my base fat for the roux. I'm also gonna use bacon in the recipe, so let's just crisp this up first. We just want to cook this and render it down till it's nice and crispy and set it aside to finish the dish. This is about a 1/4 pound of bacon. And like I said, the fat from this bacon will be the base fat to use for the brown roux that we're going to be making for this dish. Don't worry, we're not going dark Cajun roux. This shouldn't take an hour. This should take you about 25 minutes to get that light brown color that we want for these peas. Okay, so our bacon is nicely rendered and golden brown. We're gonna just take that out of the pot. I have my fire on low. We're not throwing this bacon away. It's gonna get reintroduced to this dish later on down the road. While that fat is resting, that fire is on low, I need to go ahead and mince some more onion. That's looking pretty good. I want that waiting on me, not the other way around, because as I stir that roux, I'm not gonna have time to go back and forth since that roux needs a constant stir to make sure it doesn't stick. Okay, we are on about medium heat. I have my roux paddle here, or roux spatula. You notice that is a flat edge wooden spatula. If you're gonna cook Cajun food, if you're gonna cook any food from Louisiana, you might as well have a good roux spoon or roux spatula, and this is what a good one looks like. Flat edge, wooden. Typically, you want to use a wooden utensil, not a metal one or a rubber one, to make a roux. I like to first kind of get that bacon fat hot. You can see it's starting to smoke. I'm going to turn it down on low, and I'm going to use a whisk to introduce the flour into the fat, and then I'm going to switch into my roux spoon as once it's well incorporated. So you add your flour into your fat. Just looking for consistency there. Okay, that looks good. And just using this whisk long enough to make sure that there's no clumps in the flour, and then I'm going to move the whisk. Get rid of it. I'm on low. I'm going to kick it up to about medium low. And I'm just going to give that roux a constant stir, using that flat edge to scrape along the bottom, going around the center, then around the outside. Looking for a color brown that is a little bit lighter than this bacon right here. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to get to that color. All right. So we got a nice brown roux here. It's ready to go. My onions are cut. Fire's on low. Get these yellow onions. One of the classic smells of Cajun cooking is right here. Onions into hot roux. Onions are sauteing in there. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. It's about a tablespoon of rough chopped garlic. Just going to continue to saute those onions and garlic into this roux. No Trinity in this recipe. No bell pepper, no celery. Onion and garlic is the only vegetable outside of the peas that are going in this pot. All right, we're going to crank the heat up to about a medium. I want to introduce my stock, which is in this box. So the key is you can keep it on medium, just add a little bit. Similar to like tempering egg yolks with cream, you're kind of tempering the stock into this roux. Just slowly introducing it into there. If this stock was in a sauce pot and it was hot and you had it on fire, it might be a different story. You can add it a little quickly, more quickly. But because it wasn't, now I got the fire on high, and I'm just gonna keep introducing the stock into this pot. Looks like refried beans right now, huh? I got a lot of stock left. So I'm gonna stir this roux just like this until it comes up to a boil. Once it starts boiling, that's when I know kind of the thickness that this sauce is gonna be. That's when I know it's gonna reach its maximum kind of thickness, is once it reaches to that boiling point. So I wanna just keep on stirring until I see that happen. Add a little bit more stock. It's looking pretty good though. Just creating a gravy here. Oh, like a mama. All right, so we're back in it. Our roux pea gravy is just bubbling away. It's at the right consistency. I gave it a little taste. It's still really good. I'm gonna add a little black pepper, little pinch of salt, give it a stir, grab another taste. It's right there. Now it's time to add these peas. This only needs about 20 minutes of cooking once I add the peas. The gravy is nice and seasoned, it's ready to go. These are my favorite peas. I mentioned them before. If you need to use other canned peas, go ahead. But if you can find these at your grocery store and Amazon, I really recommend them to use them in this dish. I've drained the peas from their liquid and just kept the pea. And they can just go into that pot like so. Could you use fresh peas that have been blanched and so on? Sure, yeah, absolutely. They'll probably be delicious that way, but you know, using that pea and this style pea and this method, this is what brings the nostalgicness to this dish for so many Louisianians throughout the state. I'm gonna bring this up to a light simmer, and then it's just gonna cook for about 20 minutes. We have a little bit of white rice to serve with it. You know, the little joke about Cajun food is everything starts with a roux. Well, most things end over rice, and this dish is no different. All right, this has been cooking for a good 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna give it one last taste for some seasoning. One little pinch of salt, one little pinch of black pepper. I'm gonna shut this off, then put that crisp bacon that we cooked off earlier right into the dish, into the pot. Give it a good stir, and then we are ready to serve. White rice, it's gonna go on the bottom of that bowl. And then a nice kind of heaping ladle full of roux peas. Such a simple little side dish born in Cajun country. Now the secret is out. You better go to your grocery store, pick whatever you got to pick up, and cook this dish, because I'm telling you, it is a stunner. And it really fits the whole narrative about Cajun food. Really good ingredients, simply prepared, and delicious. Wonderful. A perfect Cajun dish to go with every meal. Tastes like Mama Kay's house. My name's Chef Jean Paul. I am out.